on the Premier League Punters show with Team Bankroll Wednesday 17th, and we'll take a look at week 24 now, delivering our Premier League picks. We've got Flash, we've got Big Man on Campus, and Alex from Need for Tips. Guys, thanks for being here.
Thank you.
Hey, Nat.
Hey.
So got a couple of people watching already. Ole Miss, morning guys. Hello to you. Afternoon here. John Smith, thanks for joining us. Do also, I put over on my Twitter as well, if anybody watching has got any questions about any of the matches, please let us know, Premier League Punters. And if you miss the show live, then put them in the comment section, and we will try our very best to answer them. So let us start off with how we are doing. It is after Christmas. Let's have a look at how we stand. Premier League Punters, 22.5 units of profit. Flash. And let's have a look. Up front, storming away is Big Man with an unbelievable 20.4 units of profit. Let's hear it for Big Man. Well done, Big Man. Congratulations.
Big
Very,
man.
very good. Very good indeed. Myself, not close behind, shall I say, but 8.7 units of profit. Alex, 6.8, and Flash in the negative. You keep hitting the post. You're so near, yet so far.
Well, Nat, without like labouring the point, I tried to work out where or anything I was doing wrong, and my two missed penalties on the 90th minute or over for Palace, I would be in positive territory. So I just got to keep doing what I'm doing. But I cannot believe this week's card. I am so bullish about this week's card.
Are you? Okay, that's I'm quite
Really
confident
bullish.
about quite about this week's card. Alex, how are you doing? How are you feeling heading into week 24 now?
Yeah, no clashes this weekend. I think that the only clash, let's say like that, Arsenal versus Crystal Palace. So it should be a funny round full of. We might have some surprises in this round.
Yeah, well, Arsenal, Crystal Palace. Listen, I know they burnt your acca there, buddy, but I'm staying away from Arsenal, I have to say. Big Man, feeling confident headed into week 4 with your 20.4 units of profit, pulling your pockets down?
Yeah, I got to agree with Flash. I really like this card as well. I think there's a lot of good opportunities, and we're starting to also find a little bit more value in the FA Cup. I was able to hit a game yesterday there, so yeah, I'm very excited about this card, Natalie. I think there's a lot of good matches and money to be made. So let's keep it going.
Money to be made. Fantastic stuff. Hi, everybody joining us. Amy S, Dalo 4, Heinzie 07, and Andrew there. Thanks for joining us. Again, any questions, let us know. Going to start with Brighton versus Chelsea. Chelsea 1.5. I just think that yes, they're playing against Brighton. I just think that they're a team not to be trusted. 4 draws. 3 of their last matches have ended in 0-0. 1.5. Do you think that's a fair price for Chelsea there, Flash?
Love Chelsea this weekend. Absolutely love it. And I'll tell you the reason I love a lot of the big sides. And we'll break them down individually. Man City getting beat against an outstanding Liverpool performance last week.
Mm-hmm.
They had a knock-on effect to the way that Manchester United played on Monday. Manchester United, even though they were playing against Stoke, who were letting the most goals in the league, Man United's attitude was completely different to what I've seen in the last 5 or 6 games. I expect to see the same now from your Tottenham, your Chelsea, and your Man United. Thinking there's a chink in the armour of Man City. And this is my nap as it goes of the weekend. It's Chelsea -1. I was also going to do Chelsea to win to 0. But I'm going to do Chelsea -1 at 2.4, and that's my nap.
Wow, so starting off strong, interesting. Big Man, thoughts on this match? You going with Chelsea?
Yeah, I am. These teams actually played back on Boxing Day, if we remember, 0-0 draw. But I got to agree with Flash. I mean, I think we'll see a better performance here out of Chelsea. Brighton Hove Albion is, kind of that Middlesbrough type. They love to defend, but they're really lacking goal wise. We've only scored 17 goals all season. They should find, I'm sure, a ton of trouble this week with Chelsea's defense, who's among the best. I'm going to go short and sweet here. Should be easily. Though I don't know how easy it will be. I think it's a 1-0 game. either, for Chelsea. They're just not scoring a ton of goals right now. But I think win to nil has some value here. I go Chelsea win to nil at 2.1.
Okay, Chelsea win to nil. Heinze 07 under 2.5 goals at 1.8 there. Chelsea Brighton. Alex,
Price is low.
loved. Pardon?
Price is too low. I agree with him there, but sometimes these over under prices on games like this, it's just way too low to get involved. I mean, you got to like 1.6, 1.7. That's a little too low for a total.
And
Okay.
also,
Oh,
before Alex comes in, sorry to steal anyone else's thunder. The thing is with Chelsea, they are missing opportunities. And this is the type of
Yeah.
game. You see what they did when they went to Huddersfield earlier on in the year. They're not like
Good point.
Arsenal who are not creating. They're not like a team that are struggling. They're just not getting their results in front of goal. So I listen. That last bet of under 2.5, very risky because I can see a 3 or 4-0 to Chelsea.
Okay. Yeah, and depends also what Chelsea turns up on the day. We've seen them obviously draw to Arsenal 2-2, but they aren't, again, haven't scored in the last couple of matches. Alex, what are you going for?
I'm going for Chelsea to win and under 3.5 at 1.95. I think that Brighton will not find the back of the net, and I don't think that Chelsea will score more than 3 goals in this match. They will exaggerate with opportunities. I think that they will 3-0, perhaps 2-3-0, I see maximum for Chelsea. So it should come also mine, also big mans, and also flashes should be a winner in this one.
All right. Well, there we go to Heinze there. That's another way to play. Chelsea in the under 3.5 goals. It's a pass for me. I think Chelsea are underpriced, and it depends on what Chelsea's turning up. Either they're going to score. Win to nil maybe would be something I'd be leaning towards, or a -1, sorry, but it is a pass for me. West Ham versus Bournemouth. West Ham 2.1, draw 3.5, and Bournemouth 3.7. Also, do be noted, some of the highlight matches are clipped, and we put them over on Bookmakers Review, our sister YouTube site, as well as I know Alex is quite heavy on tweeting out as well our picks over at Bookmakers News, so be sure to catch that. So yeah, West Ham 2.1 here. The reverse saw a draw, but I think Bournemouth on the road I think are going to struggle. West Ham to me looks quite tempting. 2.1. Alex, what are you going for?
It's a pass for me. I saw yesterday West Ham in the FA Cup, and also last weekend. You cannot trust them at all. At all. Doesn't matter that they are playing Bournemouth, that they are miserable on the road. It's a total pass for me. I have 2 passes, then this is one of them.
Okay, so first pass there from Alex. Big man, what do you like?
I agree. Pass for me as well. I like what West Ham's been doing lately, but I think Bournemouth's kind of they're not playing better, but they're getting there a little bit. They're still kind of fighting relegation. Just kind of a pass. There are better opportunities for me on this card. Yeah.
Okay, second pass. Are you making a pass there, Flash?
I am, yeah. I'm definitely making it a
Wow.
pass. I think that 9 times out of 10, that West Ham is your only bet you could possibly have in this game. Maybe both teams to score, but yeah, I can't trust West Ham. I think that they are probably the winners, but there's so many good priced attempts in this weekend. So for me, I'm passing.
Okay, I have to say those odds for West Ham at home look tempting. Bournemouth struggling on the road. I think West Ham, obviously, apart from their FA Cup, I understand that they can't be trusted, but I think they've got enough in them to beat Bournemouth. And I'm going to take West Ham, so I'm playing that one 2.1. Everton versus West Brom. You've got 2 poor teams, both struggling to score. Everton 2.2, West Brom 4. I'd personally be leaning towards the unders in this one, but it's 1.52. And I have to say, this game is a pass for me. But I know you've got some stuff to say about this match, Flash.
I have. I mean, everyone knows that I've been beating Everton with a big stick for about the last 7 or 8 weeks, and majority of the time they've not cost me because I've not gone with them. But I think that Everton are overpriced in this weekend. 2.25 against a dour West Bromwich Albion side. I'm going to take Everton because they've got new signings. Hopefully Theo Walcott will play. It's not one of them where he comes in and he's injured or he's got to settle in. He played a part of the game like last week and the week before. I think it's probably just what they need. Get the crowd on side. And I'm going to take Everton 2.25. And obviously you've got the new striker up there as well. So the piece of the jigsaw are starting to fit into place. And I was expecting this to be around 1.8, 1.75 or something like that. So at 2.25, I can't look away.
All right, just going for the home win there. Obviously, the reverse 0-0 draw. Alex, what do you like in this match? Can you
Sorry,
hear me, Alex?
I lost you for a second. I'm going. Yes, yes, I can hear you. I'm going the same. I'm going for Everton at 2.25. Cenk Tosun, I think that he's a really good striker, the Turk from Besiktas. The problem here is that other guys don't give them option to play a lot of balls in front, and I think that he's a really good sign, but his career might go down at Everton from my point of view. Everton is a defensive side under Sam Allardyce, and you saw that they didn't have shots on goal this year. So Cenk Tosun might should do something to get involved there up in front and create on his own if he wants to score. But still at home against a really poor West Brom side, I will take Everton at 2.25. Yeah.
Interesting. Okay, so normally Everton have been the team to avoid, but two plays there on the Everton win. Big man, are you playing Everton?
Yes, I am because
Wow.
you look at the last couple games for Everton. I mean, they played Liverpool, Spurs, and United. I mean, not exactly
Mm,
easy there. And you look at kind of breaking down their fixtures. They've taken care of a lot of the lower end teams in the Premier League. So, with the added deal Walcott, you're kind of an invigoration here for him. You get Tosun in there as well. I would consider 2.25, but I can get 2.3 at Bet Victor. So I'm going to go with that here. 2.3 Everton at home here. I like it a lot.
Nice, nice. Okay, so three on the Everton win. It is a pass for me. I was wondering, wondering whether you guys are on something, but it's a pass. I've got to stick with my notes here. I've got Kyle L. just joined. Welcome. We're on every Wednesday, same 2 p.m. Eastern time, and giving our Premier League picks. And then Thursday as well, we're joined by a couple of others. Other guys, the tipsters, and we look at the other leagues as well, 2 p.m. Eastern time. Just quickly, I know this is obviously a Premier League show, but they are talking about the Swansea game. Big man, I know before we started, we were having a quick chat as Juanma was setting up. Have you got any bets for that match? They seem
Yeah, I
Swansea is a good bet.
I just took Wolves plus 220. So with plus 220 in American. Listen, I mean Swansea City. When I can bet against them at a price like this with a team like Wolves, I'm going to do it. I don't really see Swansea ever as a backable side. You look at rank wise, I think Wolves are a much better team. Swansea is a championship side. I'm
Mm,
sure both these guys would agree. Now, do want to make people aware. Again, remember this can go to extra time. So to qualify bet might be worth it as well. But at a price
yeah,
like this, I'm going to take Wolves. I mean, if it loses, it
yeah,
loses. But I like the price.
yeah. Wolves, what a season they're having in the Championship.
Yeah.
Have you got anything to add on that match, Flash?
No, I mean, Wolves plus one maybe. It'd probably be the safest way to go. I certainly wouldn't go with Swansea. I think that
Mhm.
Swansea are only going to have eyes. I mean, what sort of side have they got out? But even if you told me they've got their first team out, that still probably wouldn't put me away from Wolves. Wolves are a great
Right.
counter-attacking team, got goals in them. So for me, I'm going to be with. I'm just looking down now, just to see what Wolves are plus one. See, this tells you everything.
They are they
Premiership
are
side.
they are small at
Yeah,
+1. They are
1.51.
double chance is
Yeah, go on.
1.58. So
So exactly. So I mean, the value. Yeah, I mean, you got to go with the 9 to 4 about Wolves.
Okay. Yeah.
That's
All right. Alex, you have
3.25.
do you have anything
yeah, I'm
else to
going
add
with
on that
big
one,
man.
Alex? You go with
I'm
Big
going
Man.
with big man there. Great odds for an away win.
Yeah. Okay, yeah, I wouldn't back Swans, I have to say, but I'm not playing that match. Burnley versus Manchester United now. Man United 1.57, draw 3.9, and Burnley 7. Burnley seemed to be on the train at the beginning of the season, certainly letting us down there, losing to Crystal Palace 1-0. That was one of my bets. I think it was one of my bankers there, Burnley and the draw. That let me down. Not playing Burnley again this weekend. Big man, start us off.
Yeah, I mean, Burnley continues to have major issues scoring. I mean, they haven't won a game since December 12th. I mean, that's over a month. This team hasn't gotten a win. I mean, that's 7 straight games without a win. And look, I thought United looked really good on Monday. It's first time that I've seen in a long time them look like they did in the beginning of the season. Defensively, they were great. Everyone seemed to get involved, and I think Lexi Sanchez is going to be a nice. I'm using the word invigorate a lot. I think he's going to have a real invigoration with Manchester United. It's a new club. It's a club that obviously is led a little bit better. I don't know how much better Mourinho is, but again, it's a new start. It's a new team. You get away from Arsenal's, you know, parasitic type atmosphere. For me, I'm all over United. I'm actually going to go Man United in the under 2.5 at 3.1. Burnley just
Ooh.
always seems to play in 1-2-0 type games. Could see him getting I mean, how many times they've been clean sheeted this year, and they're just not playing at top levels, but they still always defend well. I think this is a 1-2-0 match. I'm going to go United under 2.5 at 3.1.
Oh, very nice odds there. And Flash, you were saying as well, based on Man City losing, Manchester United changed their tactics. Are we going to see a different Manchester United in this match as well? What are you going for?
I'm actually going to pass. And the only reason I'm going to pass is because prior to Man United's performance on Monday, I thought that at 4.3, the Burnley double chance was unbelievable value because obviously they don't ever get turned over massively at home. But then once I'd watched Man United, it threw a massive spanner in the works because, as I said to you before, they think there's a chink in Man City, and I saw them all at
Hmm.
it. I mean, out of
Hmm.
say there was 9 positives and 1 negative. The only negative I saw was that Jesse Lingard, who's probably been one of the best players in the last 5 or 6 weeks, he started kicking the ball all different. He started running with a bit of a chip and an attitude. And I saw that in Rashford about 3 or 4 weeks ago, where he had that. And I'm just wondering whether they still get in that team and they feel as if they've made it, and everything they've done to make it, they start leaving away. I mean, the amount of misplaced balls that Lingard did, it's tiny. I'm picking holes, but I can't go against Man United. But I probably will have a little look at the game, and I probably think the best way for me to play it is probably under 1.5, and
Oof.
then just play it in running because I expect it to be nil
Okay.
nil, and then Man United come through.
Wow. Okay. Is it all right then? And you don't like then if you're going for the unders there, big man's Man United in the under, or you just think that this very well could be a draw.
Yeah, I mean, I think it'll be a draw at long periods. If Man United go and score early, then I think big man's in for a great time because I don't see Burnley scoring. And that maybe Man United will just play around with them like a cat with a mouse, get the second one and shut up shop. But I can also see
Yeah.
it being 0-0 for ages, and someone come off the bench for Man United and get the late winner.
All
It's an
right.
in play for me.
Alex, in play for you. Okay. Alex, what are you going for? Do you think this is going to be an unders game?
I don't know what to say about unders over in this one. I think that United should do the trick here. Manchester United -1 on the Asian handicap at 2.02.
Yeah, I'm with you on that one, Alex. Manchester United -1, 2.02. I also like Manchester United win to nil, 2.3, but officially it's Manchester United -1. Leicester versus Watford now. Leicester 1.83, draw 3.9, and Watford 4.2. Watford won the reverse there, 2.1, 2-1, sorry. Leaning towards a home win, but I'm just wondering, it's one of those matches again, can't be trusted on the outright. Are you playing the outrights, Alex?
Yes, Leicester at 1.85. Watford together with Burnley, they had a great half of the season, the first half of the season. But I think that they are overrated, and I think that little by little they will go more down in the standings. Leicester should win this one. I don't know if Mahrez will play, if Vardy will play because he didn't play yesterday against Fleetwood. but I think that she should be 100% fit. I like Leicester to win this match. I don't think that Watford on the road against Leicester will be another Crystal Palace, let's say, that won at Leicester 3-0.
Okay. Is it a confident bet? I'd be a little bit worried about the Leicester win. If, like, as far as units go, I know when we make our bets for the record, it's a 1 unit. But with your own money, what would you play for the Leicester win?
Yeah, it's part of my tips for this week. It's not a pass. It's not my banker or part of my double, but yes, 1.85. I think that are decent odds for Leicester to win this one.
No, I mean, how many units of like money would you put in?
One unit for sure.
You would,
You will see it on our
No, I
on our
mean,
site.
I mean off the record. I mean, like with your, I know with our record we put in 1 unit. I'm just wondering how confident you are with the Leicester win, because that's what I was just trying to gauge.
Yeah, between 1 unit and 2 units, I will play it also with my own money.
Okay, all right. Flash, are
You're
you
getting
confident
nothing
with
out
it?
of him, that. Yeah, I'm going to have 100 quid on that.
I don't know. I just think that they're one to be not to be trusted personally. With my
No, I'm
yeah.
definitely with
I
Leicester.
was just wondering of how
Definitely with
confident he was. Or-
Watford are just leading a charmed life at the moment. Vardy did come on last night, Alex. Mahrez skippered the side. I expect them to be far too strong for Watford, to be honest. 1.85, again, I expected them to be around 1.66. So, yeah, I'm definitely want to be with Leicester, especially after what
Okay.
Watford did to Southampton last week by punching in the goal.
Yeah, God, I tell you, all you guys are all together, and I feel like it's just me on my lonesome here. Obviously, like I must be missing something. Okay, 2 for the Leicester win. It's like you all guys are on where Everton and 2 for the Leicester. What are you going for, big man? Please don't say Leicester. I feel like I'm missing out.
Actually, I really like Leicester this week. Actually, I actually want to make a point. They're probably the most profitable team I've had over the last couple years. I really like this team. I like the makeup of this group. I like the Puel signing. I wasn't sure how that would go with that appointment, but he's been very good with this group. I'm not interested. I made the comment. I've made the comment. I'll say it again. The Watford group has not been the same since Troy Deeney's cojones comment against Arsenal. They've just been very average. They've been awful on the road. They've lost 4 in a row on the road. And they've conceded 42 goals this year, 13 over the last 5 matches overall. I'm not interested. Give me 1.85 on Leicester. Really like this price at home. I like them at King Power a lot.
All right, I will give it to you, big man. Leicester at 1.85. John Smith, and I don't know if this is, he goes, yes, I see it as a 50-50 game. I would not know which way to go. I don't know what match he's talking about, but I feel that it's this match.
He doesn't.
I'm staying away. I think this could be a 1-1 draw, to be honest with you. I'm going for both teams to score. By myself, 1.74. Stoke
That's all right.
versus
If we win
Huddersfield.
4-1, you're happy.
Yes, exactly. But yeah, both teams to score 1.74. Watford won the reverse. I know Leicester at home. I'm leaning towards the home win. I'm just worried about a 1-1 draw. That's all. Stoke versus Huddersfield. It might be as well. As the season gets going, there's teams that have burnt you, and I've gone for the Leicester win before, and they let me down when I'm sure that they're going to win. So that's why. Stoke versus Huddersfield, another team that has let me down. Huddersfield, staying away from that Huddersfield win. Stoke 2, draw 3.4, and Huddersfield 4.1. Big man, I'm sure Huddersfield, haven't we been on the Huddersfield train quite a bit? Are you finally off the Huddersfield train?
I've been off the Huddersfield train for about 4 or 5 weeks now. I don't think this team's very good, but Stoke are horrible. I mean, they're a
Mm,
wretched side. I mean, you're out here losing to Coventry. You're out here losing, not scoring goal. Just they look lost. They look dead. I mean, where is the Shaqiri? I mean, where is guys? And when you're depending on 68-year-old Peter Crouch to come off the bench, I mean that's ridiculous. Yeah, but I'm going to go Huddersfield here. I think it's a good price to back this group.
ooh.
I can get a pretty good price on the draw no bet. It's kind of a weak move. I'm not really into draw no bets. I feel like, hey, why not just go for it? But I think in this game, it's a good bet. I'm going to take Huddersfield draw no bet at 2.75. I get a feeling I'll get my money back here, but I think Huddersfield's just in better shape right now. Stoke is a wretched team that could get both these teams are relegation candidates, but I'll go with a Huddersfield 2.75 on the draw no bet.
I've got Dalo 4. If Newcastle can beat Stoke, anyone can. Dalo 4 says, lovely time to play Stoke. John Smith, okay, Huddersfield. I have no comment on that one. Okay, that was something else. Okay, so you're going, interesting. Huddersfield draw no bet. Flash, what do you like?
I like Stoke. And the reason I like
Okay,
Stoke is
head
new
to head.
manager. New manager. I thought the midfield did really well against Man United the other night, even though that Man United were at it. I thought that there was a few really good opportunities late on from Jif and a great block from Jones. They had good spirit about them for some reason. In fact, I would say that although they got beat 3-0 and it could have been 5 or 6, they had a little bit more spirit than I've seen them for quite a few weeks. Paul Lambert will go in. He'll organise them. He'll keep things quite tight. And I think that midfield trio will have too much for Huddersfield. And I think that Stoke at even money. And I'm surprised the big man's not gone for Stoke because he, ever since I've known him, whenever there's been a new manager, he's gone for that new manager, and it's paid off for him every
Yeah, but
single time.
here's the problem that I have with the new manager. It was kind of the same way with Everton for a while. We knew that one character wasn't going to be the manager. I forget his name. He was the assistant for a while. I mean, you got to wonder. I mean, is Paul Lambert, is he a long term? I didn't read in much to it, but I get
Oh
the
no,
feeling
yeah,
that
he's
the Stoke.
decent, Paul Lambert. He's
Yeah,
decent.
I get the feeling, and Dale makes the point. The whole club is just really negative. I think, I think they're blindsided by this. The fan base can't be happy, and you're right. I have generally done this, but those have been with teams that I feel have the attacking prowess, have done a little bit more. Stoke has just been wretched all year, and it might get better for them, but right after this, I don't know about it.
Okay, well, I think that Paul Lambert will be the
But I think you have
perfect
something
person
there.
to build a team around Shaqiri. I think that we'll probably
Okay,
see Shaqiri shine.
good to know.
Okay. All right.
Even
I've got
money.
Saeed has just joined us, a regular commenter. Nice to have you on the show. 24 minutes late, but that's fine. You can always rewind it. Alex, so let's see if you can help with the debate here. Stoke or Huddersfield? Which one are you on?
I think that the Stoke made a decent first half against Manchester United. Ireland is back. This is one of the most important things. What I can say, he had a decent performance against United, and they showed really good in the first half. I don't know what happened to them in the second half, and they lost 3-0. But I think that against Huddersfield, and we have a bet. Me and Big Man, we have a bet with John Smith, a charity bet for Huddersfield to go down. So this is one of the reasons why I'm going against Huddersfield also. So Stoke to win for me at 2.06.
All right, so two of you on Stoke, big man on Huddersfield, draw no bet. I'm staying away from the outrights. Both poor teams, both find it hard to find the back of the net. Under 2.5 goals, 1.67. Stoke can be a hard place to visit. If you look at the last 5 matches, not a lot of goals between these two. So it's the under 2.5 goals, 1.67. Here comes the match now. Arsenal versus Crystal Palace. Let a few people down. Arsenal, we are warning you, do not back Arsenal. Do not back Real Madrid. Those are the two teams, along with a few others, to stay away from. Arsenal 1.53. Draw 4, I believe. Yeah, 4.5. Crystal Palace 6. Big man, I know you all want to stay away from Arsenal. What is your bet for this match?
I think this is incredible. This price on Crystal Palace +1. I mean, why on earth am I going to back Arsenal? I mean, first of all, we all know their problems with their manager. We all know that there are certain players that don't want to come to Arsenal because of their manager, and it really is just down to schematics at this point. Who's exactly going to play for this group? Ozil's injured and probably going to get sold. Lexi's been sold. Theo Walcott's gone. Giroud is injured. Um, you have Lacazette, who already isn't playing well, and he has no one to get him the ball. What is this skeleton team going to look like on Saturday? And the biggest problem is you have arguably one of the hottest teams in the league coming into your building. That's about the only thing they have working for them. It's in their building. But you're telling me now they got to win by a margin? I think at worst I'd push this match. I just don't see any feasible way right now that Arsenal wins. I don't know how, as a bettor, as a punter, I don't care if you take this seriously or not. There's nothing to sell me right now on the Arsenal Football Club, and I don't know how good it's going to get until they get rid of their manager. That's just the truth of the matter.
Yeah, yes, definitely suffering difficult times here. Alex, I know they let down your big ACCA bet over the weekend. What are you going for this week?
Yeah, you keep on reminding me that every time my Aka bet. Uh, it's a 16 parlay. After all, who is the last team on the? Okay, let's put Arsenal. It's a fun, but it's a fun accumulator. I'm doing it every week. Maybe sometimes I get rich, but you never know. Yeah, I'm going Alex Classic in this one. I will never back Arsenal no more till the end of the season. Alex Classic. Both team to score in the over 2.5 goals at 1.95. I can see them scoring even without Sanchez or Ozil. But yes, I totally agree with the big man that Crystal Palace might get the win here. But it's tricky. It's dangerous. I will stick with my both team to score in the over 2.5.
Yeah, I'd want to ask Stuart tomorrow to see whether there's any value there on the straight up Crystal Palace win at 6. But what are you going for, Flash? Are you taking the plunge with the away win?
Not really a plunge. I've been the Crystal Palace fan from the start of the season, and it's funny because after 3 or 4 games when they were bottom and hadn't scored a goal, I went on Twitter and said there is absolutely no chance that Crystal Palace will go down. And this Crystal Palace side, they should have beaten Tottenham at Wembley. If Zaha goes around the keeper and misses, this is an under 23 Arsenal side. They are absolutely dog. So for me, I've got Crystal Palace double chance at 4.3. Oh, help myself.
Wow.
I think big man. I think is that not a little bit the same as yours? Your +1 is that not the same?
I will say this. I have to point out, I think I am being fairly frugal here on this match. I probably will also bet Crystal Palace to win this match. I think Flash's point's fantastic. I mean, when I cap, and I've made this clear, I look for facts. I look for the legitimate reasons on things. There's nothing about what I said that's not true. Flash is totally right. Most of the players you're seeing right now are not fit to play at this level. They just aren't. I mean, Danny Welbeck is going to be in there unless he gets sold. Ozil's going to Juventus or somewhere else. Flash, though, your question, a +1, it is frugal. I might even just consider backing the outright win here.
Well, you got time to think
What did
about it. Just
What did he
the
give
plus.
out? Did he give
Double
out
chance 4.3.
Well, no, you would. I get +1. That way, if it's a 2-1 match, I just get my money back. So I
Yeah.
got a little
Oh,
bit
okay.
better.
Yeah, I've just gone straight. I don't see anything but a Palace win or Palace draw.
Okay.
Yeah,
There you go.
yeah, that's the
Okay, I
difference with
get
with
ya.
the +1. I'm actually taking Crystal Palace plus 1.5. I get that 1.65. I think there's enough value there. So basically, that gives me a plus 1.5 handicap there. Lose by 1, I win. Obviously, lose by 2, then I lose as well. But definitely leaning towards the Crystal Palace side. And reading our comments as well. Most people seem to be going for Crystal Palace on this one. Crystal Palace draw no bet, says Eaton. Saeed, Palace has a good chance of points here, possible draw, but nobody seems to be sort of singing Arsenal's or dancing in
I'm
Arsenal's
also
corner right now.
I'm also not understanding the point that Scott Fitzgerald's trying to convey here. I mean, clearly, Scott, if you watch the show regularly, you're well aware that we make prices absolutely important. I'm not sure what you're getting at here with your comments. Of course, we're looking at the price. Maybe we're just not understanding it here. Alex, are you understanding these comments? I don't.
Yes, he says that not to say that we are not backing a team that is not to be backed because we should look the price first, and if they would be priced at 5, maybe we should give it a thought.
Well,
but
that's what
Arsenal at
we do.
home against Crystal Palace will never be priced at 5.
Yeah.
Of course, we
mean,
are
of course
looking
we're
at the
going to do
value, and
that.
of course, we are looking at the odds.
Yeah, I mean, if you want to keep backing Arsenal, Scott, go ahead. But of course we're going to
No,
look
you
at the
can't.
price. But right,
Stop
I mean,
him.
you can keep
That's
doing
like
it if you
someone on
want.
top of a building. You've got to stop him jumping.
Right. Don't let them jump. Right.
If Arsenal
Yeah,
were
yeah, I
priced at
agree.
5, would you take Arsenal priced at 5? Like that's sort of, it's all sort of hypothetical,
No.
really.
Well,
But like, I
I
wouldn't
mean,
take
if Kim
can
Arsenal
you?
priced at
Kardashian was in
5. I
my
wouldn't take them. Yeah.
if Kim Kardashian was in my bed, I'd probably have
Yeah, I
sex
would.
with her, but
I
she's
would.
not. I mean, it's it. We're
Really?
grasping for straws here. Like Alex said, they're not going to ever be 5. So, I mean, I'm not quite sure
Yeah.
why that.
You
It's
can't
not
bet
I don't know how.
Arsenal. You've got Iwobi, Lacazette, and Welbeck, and there's just nothing there.
Right.
And then you go for Xhaka, and then you go for Holding, Mustafi.
Yeah.
Oh my God, it gets worse. Poor old Bellerin and Wilshere. Honestly, they're
And their
two
defense
players they've got at the
is
moment.
a mess as well. Callum
You've
Chambers. I
just
mean,
seen
come on.
you've just seen Notts Forest rip this side to absolute
Yeah.
shreds, and it was no different. The same side, near enough, played against Bournemouth. And by the way, Bournemouth ain't no great shakes.
Yeah. Great point.
All right. Man City versus Newcastle now. Man City 1.11. Very, very low there. Draw 10. Newcastle 21. Obviously, Man City lost their first match of the season. I personally don't think it is a bad thing. I think there's something to live up to, trying to be unbeaten for the whole season. Obviously, they're on their turf now. I think we could expect a big win here. Alex, what do you like?
This is my second pass of the weekend.
Oh yeah.
I checked this match. I didn't found any kind of value. I know that Manchester City are will try to revenge that defeat against Liverpool and destroy Newcastle, but really the minus 2.5 -3 is starting the value. So I don't think that we should risk that.
Okay. All right. So we've got the first pass. Big man, are you passing this match? Or have you got to play?
Hell no, I'm not passing this match. No way. One of the greatest advantages in sports is when you have a team that is in a spot like City is, they're not losing. They're winning the title no matter what. So now you have to look at what do we do now? What's our goals? Our goals are to, win as many points as possible, clean sheets, things like that. Now you're off a loss as well, and you lost your undefeated record. You're back at home against a side that's just awful. I really like Man City win to nil. I'm very high on this one. And get 1.95 at Ladbrokes. I'm all over that. I think we see a 2-3-0 win here. Newcastle's really struggling. I think you're going to see a much better day defensively for City than we saw last game. They were dreadful. They need to improve.
Okay, so win to nil here. We do have Heinze 07, Manchester win to nil. But then Saeed says, be careful about win to nil. They are conceding some chances lately. Dale 04 as well says, I can see 3-0 to Manchester City. Flash, what do you like here?
Is Big Man
I'm gonna
talking, or
see-
is he just lip reading, or what?
I
Big
think
Man, are
you're
you talking?
mute. You're
Are you
muted.
singing?
Sorry, I've been waiting for a phone call from the doctor, and they called me, and I wanted to quickly grab it. So no, I'm not
Oh,
saying.
is
sorry,
that you
mate.
So you are
I was
okay?
interrupting you.
You are so
Oh
you are
yeah, I'm
not ill,
totally
right?
fine. No, I
Well,
just
you
want to
know
make
he's
sure
not
I had a.
okay. Jesus.
No, I'm definitely not okay. I have major mental problems, but just want to make sure I
That's why
didn't.
he fits in so well.
That's
we're
why you
all a
fit
bit,
in
we're all
so
a bit
well.
like
I mean, come
funny,
on,
aren't we? You
Join
know
Alex.
what
the
You know
I mean?
I have. You know I have major mental issues. I'm mental. You know that.
We all
You're
do.
amongst friends
We all
here, big
do.
man. We've all got a
I'm
My
going
squeeze,
Man
my
don't
City
worry.
my
once.
anger management my anger management class didn't go so as a so I
Mine
have to
either.
take
I
it
got
somehow
kicked
I'm
out of
going
mine.
Man
out.
City -2.
Oh, you Manchester -2. Okay, yeah, so which is minus
Yeah, I don't think
2.5,
there was
isn't it? Because
anything
you're
wrong.
going.
I don't think there was anything wrong with the Man City performance against Liverpool. Obviously, John Stones, paperweight, weak as, keeper mistake. Liverpool were exceptional. I thought both teams were very, very good. And given if they played against anybody else, on Sunday, I think both teams would have won. So for me, I think Man City score 3 goals comfortably. So -2, 1.9, champions elect, and this would be the sign of a good champion is when they come back
Hey,
straight
Nat,
back on the horse, ride it home.
Yeah, go on,
just
big
to
man.
add on what Flash is saying quickly, I think you have two issues here for Newcastle. One of which is the team they're playing, and second of all, will they even have possession at all in this game? I think Dale makes a great point. I mean, I think it's going to be a question of if they can even get like possession of the ball. I think that's going to be,
Mm.
now you have to even figure in scoring. And I also want to touch on Fakiri's point. Not sure why you would take that when you can get win to nil at 1.1 I think 9. I'm not, that bet you're
Yeah, only
making
Yeah,
because
is
they've
a
been
little
Nine
letting
bit.
in
five.
the odd
1.9.
goal. Yeah, because they've been letting in the odd goal. I can easily see them winning 5-1, big man. It's an insurance
Yeah, but
policy,
I
really.
think for me, I'm just using the whole handicap of they have not been very good defensively lately. I'd imagine they're going to try to come out here with a little bit more fervor on that side of the ball. They're going to score, but I'm just not sure Newcastle can maintain much possession here to even get a goal. But it's always
Now,
Mm.
possible
listen,
with
if
a
you
win
get
to
your
nil.
clean
But
sheet, if you get your clean sheet, I've only then got to score 3 goals. Man City score 3 goals most weeks.
Yeah. I think they're going to
right,
bounce back
So
big as well on their turf
one
after losing. Listen,
1.9.
I'm with you, Flash. I'm with you. I'm doing -2.5 on the Asian handicap. I know you're paying European. I got 2.02 for my bet. So I'm with you there. I don't think that they can score. Newcastle can score. I just like this bet a little bit better as same with you, Flash, as a safety measure. But I really like both bets, to be honest with you. Okay, Southampton versus Tottenham now. Tottenham 1.62 away at Southampton. Southampton 5.5. Saints totally untrustworthy and not a bad price there, 1.62. So I think make some value there for that Tottenham win. Flash, is there value in the away win? Spurs to win. You said based on Man City losing, now you're going to see these teams sort of whip up.
Tottenham are in a completely different class to Southampton. Now, I've obviously got 2 or 3 different views on this. I'm desperado for Southampton to claw get points and get away from the relegation zone. Also, they need a result, and it might be they need a result this weekend because otherwise the manager might be packing his bags and going back to Spain. But then they're
Mm.
playing Spurs. Spurs went 1-0. I was at this game last year. Spurs went 1-0 down after about 4 minutes. Van Dijk header. They won 4-1 and could have been 8. My selection. I've got to do this because to be true to myself and not be kicking myself after. Spurs at -2, 5.5. And if you
Mm.
ask me what I think the score will be, I think they'll win 3-0.
Okay, going for the 3-0, 5-2 on Boxing Day. Spurs beat Saints, so going for 3-0. Alex, what are you going for?
I think that price is amazing. I think that I will go with
Mm.
20 units on this if possible. Yeah, only to win 1.65. Really,
Now you're
I'll
answering
go
the question.
50 units, 100 units. All my bankroll, I will put all my bankroll. What bankroll team? What bankroll management? All my house or also my mother-in-law if it's possible. Uh, but I'm sticking with Tottenham -1 on the Asian handicap at 2.1. But really, a big stake on Tottenham to just to win this game at 1.67.
Yeah, I was surprised as well to see that price. I have to say, a fantastic price. What are you going for, big man?
yeah, I got to agree with the guys here. I mean, I think this is a pretty smashing price on the straight up win, but you can have some fun with this one because I think there's some varieties. You can kind of pick where you want the score to be. I'll go -1.5 here at 2.68. You can get. I think this is a 2-0 at worst. I've
Hmm.
mentioned my disdain for Southampton. I think they're among the worst teams in the league. I'll go -1.5 at 2.67.
Okay, yeah, I'm seeing on your sheet, guys. Spurs -1. I'm doing 2.1, but you've got some great bets here. Spurs just to win 1.62. Spurs in the over 1.5 goals, which Saeed was mentioning. There you can get priced at 2. Spurs to just score 2 goals on their own, 1.75. So all of those bets look nice there. So choose one with the highest price, I suppose. Spurs -1, 2.1 is my bet. Swansea versus Liverpool. Oh, and one thing to say, I tell you, if Tottenham do lose, it's going to let down a lot of ACCAs this weekend, I bet you. Swansea versus Liverpool. Liverpool 1.3 now, high of that Man City win. Interesting to see how they perform. Sometimes Liverpool, they can surprise you both in good ways and in bad ways. They've obviously had a very good run. They're fighting for second place here. I think they're like 3 points behind. Must win for them, but they can let you down. 1.3 there for Liverpool. Swansea 11, but again, Swansea relegation candidates here. Start us off, big man. What do you like?
Yeah, I mean, I think this is going to be an absolute blowout. I think Swansea's going to get raped in this game. Give me 1.3. I mean, that's telling me that um, they're expecting a big win. I mean, on the road, Swansea's a championship side. Um, and I looked at every Swansea City match against the top 5. They've lost every one by 2 or more goals. So, um, give me this is actually a banker. Over Liverpool -1.5 at 1.92.
Okay. 1.92, Liverpool -1.5. Okay, starting us off there. What are you going for, Alex? Swansea versus Liverpool.
I'm with Tottenham. I'm still with Tottenham. No, I'm going Liverpool and over 2.5 goals at 1.91.
Nice. Okay, yeah, I have to say, looking at their last 5 matches, they are winning and their matches are seeing goals. I like that bet very much there. Flash, what are you going for?
I'm going for Liverpool -1 at 2. I think that Liverpool. I will be doing a different other bets. I'll be doing Liverpool and over 2.5. I'll be doing like again the other day. I was quite lucky. I did Sane to score at any time. I did Firmino to score at any time. So I think that I can easily see Liverpool scoring 4 or 5 again. And the funny thing is, with Coutinho out the side, I think they've got a little bit more freedom of going all over. I think the red arrows. I mean, Chamberlain's coming into his own. I thought Wijnaldum was the best performance I'd seen. Robertson at left back. I just don't think that Swansea will see where the threats are coming from. I mean, I was close to going -2, but -2 away from home. Yeah, I mean, I honestly, I've got Liverpool. It's one of my next best. Liverpool -1 at even money.
Yeah. And viewers there, Flash is playing European, so Asian, that's -1.5. I'm with you, Alex. Liverpool in the over 2.5 goals, 1.91. Dozer, just reading the chat, and this is really important. And a freestyle for Kiri, he's going with cool bet. You've got to be careful from 1.7 there for the Tottenham win. Small bookies do tempt you with the higher odds. That's why you're sort of lured in. They may be paying right now, but generally over the long term, you could get burned. It's better to go with a slightly lower odds with a reputable bookie that pays out. One of the sides we give free tips and stuff at Sportsbook Review, but one of our other things we do is we're a watchdog of sports books, and we get thousands of complaints in every day of these small bookies. People are tempting, you start betting, you build more confidence, and then you get burnt. And usually because they can't keep up the payments, they close and your money just goes. So be very careful. Alex, I saw you commenting. Have you ever had any bad experience, or do you shop around with reputable bookies?
Yeah, I shop around only with reputable bookies. I'm playing only on big bookies. I will not go to play on a no name that nobody heard of it. And us in the industry of what we are doing, we follow each other and we know what bookies the other is playing. Or go to sportsbookreview.com. You will find there the list of all the reputable bookies, and also with the bad ones, because the SBR has a list also with the bad ones. But from my history, no, I don't have any problems. I bet only with Betfair, William Hill, Bet365, Unibet, big ones that are in all the world. Uh, uh, but in general, in all the world, and they are big sharks.
Yeah, exactly. Just be careful there. All right, guys. Best bet and Aka bet. Start us off, Alex. What are you going for?
I'm going Tottenham -1 on the Asian handicap at 2.1, and my treble will be United, Chelsea, and Liverpool all to win. So simple wins. And one thing to add before I finish: Dijon plus 3.5 against the PSG tonight at 1.78. So
All right.
PSG not to win by more than 3 goals difference.
All right. Sneaking a little bet in there. Big man. What are you going for? Best bet and Aka.
Yeah, and don't also remember, most books will pay you out initially, and like you said, Natalie, over time they become inundated. You have to. It's your money you're dealing with. Please make sure it's in the hands of the right people. And SBR does a great job. I don't even see Cool Bet on the even review page. That's a bit of a
No.
concern.
Yes.
For me though, I would go banker Liverpool -1.5 at 1.92. I think they hammer a Swansea. Acker, two-teamer. I'll go Palace +1. And I'm going to go with Spurs win. Just a straight win. Palace +1 in the parlay.
All right. And Flash, what have you got for us?
Yeah, I mean, obviously just bear with me because obviously I'm down at 15. But as I said to you before, and after listening to everybody, I said to you before, I really love this card, and I feel as if we could do some real damage this weekend. So my nap is Chelsea 2.4 -1 at Brighton. My double is going to be Chelsea and Liverpool, and I'm also going to do Spurs, Man City, Chelsea, and Liverpool all to win, a four-timer.
Man
All right.
City. Why do you include the 1.1
One.
in your Aka bet?
Oh, sorry, sorry. Yeah, my Man City is -1.
Okay.
Okay, the others all to just win, and Man
It's
City
kind of supposed
-1.
to be a two-team parlay.
I know,
Three
but
and a
you got to
push.
give it to me.
You
But
can't
the thing
like.
is,
You...
these weeks don't pop up very often, where you turn up bright-eyed and bushy-tailed and love the card.
Yeah, but it's like unfair on our. Well, I'll give you. You can
All
have
right,
a
okay,
week
forget
off
that then.
here, but
Okay, no, forget it. Chelsea
like
is my nap.
otherwise we can all come off with like crazy Aka bets, and somebody is all
But
of a
that's what I
sudden
thought I was
Alex can
listening.
get his
I've just
16
heard
team parlay
Dijon.
in.
I've just heard a mustard bet from Alex.
Yeah, but he's not. Yeah, but he's not going to put that in his record, though, is he?
What's going on here?
Like,
Yeah, but
You know what I mean?
this is
No
this is
buts. This
just
is
for our
Premier League
viewers for
Punters,
tonight.
and I'm hearing some
Yes, but
Dijon.
I gave it because it's starting in 4 minutes and they are playing against Paris Saint-Germain. This is why.
and it's
Swansea
not
just
for the
Okay,
scored.
I
record.
understand. Right. For the record,
Yeah.
Chelsea -1,
Mhm.
2.4 nap. My double, Chelsea -1 and Liverpool -1. Done. Finished. The rest I'll just lump.
Mr.
Well, you can
Mustard.
sit one more if you want, and Alex is doing 3 this week.
I'm all right, thanks. That'll be me loser, won't it?
Okay. All right. I'm going. My two-team parlay is Tottenham and Manchester United, and then my banker Spurs -1, 2.1. This is well. Calino says cool bet is legit. If you join on Friday, I've got a new segment. Generally, we talk about this is why I know so much about this. We talk about sports books that are going down. Top Bet being one of them. They were around for a few years. Everything was great, and then they come crashing down. Just saying, I'm
Bet
sure they could be
DSI
legit.
also.
Just yeah. So exactly,
Who's that? Who's that,
it's
Natalie?
Top
top
bet.
bet.
Bet DSI
Top
did
bet.
the same.
Yeah. So yeah, just either watch out for the show, write in as well. I think it's like help at Sportsbook Review if you want sort of answers, generally in communications with the teams. If we don't have communications with them, then we don't recommend them. And we do have a recommended. It's starts off with A plus and then goes down to a blacklist. So just be careful how much money you got in there. Use the bets. Watch how much money you're putting in there. And at the end of the day, you're not going to go and put your money in a bank that say most people haven't heard of. It's your money in the end of the day, and it's important. All right, guys, there we go. Headed into the weekend. 2 minutes left of the 1 hour. So thank you very much, guys. Thank you very much for watching, everybody. Best of luck. We'll be back tomorrow at 2 p.m. Eastern time. Stuart and Martin will be joining us as well. Thank you, guys, and I'll see you next week.
Thank you.
See you
Thank you.
soon.